So I'm here to introduce you to your lab equipment over here, the stuff that you will have in your drawer for the whole semester. It's going to be your drawer, so any one of these drawers, it will be yours for the semester. You can lock it up. You might be sharing it with somebody, but it will still be yours. So you can keep it and keep all the glassware secure. So for General Chemistry 1, you're going to have to get this book, of course. Nice one with test tubes. Just make sure you get the right one. It says Gen Chem 1. So this is the book you need. And at the back you will find on page 143 that there is a diagram for all the equipment you have in there. So when you come in, we are not going to do check-in. You can just come in and start working. That way we save some time. So here is your picture, and then I will give you a list so you can do this quickly. And this list is a list of all the glassware you will have in there. I will give you a code for the lock that you will have on your drawer, so you know what it is, and only you know. Well, I know also, okay, but we'll have the code. So you have the equipment list in there. It's not a lot of glassware, but you still need to know what everything is, because this might be your first time in a lab. So the first one, and I'll just go down the list here, you know what I have. So first of all, you have beakers. Beakers look like this, and you will have various sizes of this, and you can see that here also, okay, that we have many sizes of the beakers. So you have a 600, 400, 250, blah, blah, blah. Okay, so you can check all of these beakers out on the sheet. Okay, so there is an in and there is an out. So when you come in, just check in everything. So there are all the beakers. Very useful piece of equipment. The next one is a clay triangle. So this is what a clay triangle looks like. There is hardly anything in this drawer that you will not be using. Okay, so you'll be using everything, so you might as well learn it. All right, so this is a clay triangle. Then you will have crucibles and two tops. So here's a crucible. It can be of different sizes. It may be wider, it may be taller. It doesn't matter so long you have a crucible. If it is yucky inside, this one is clean. But if it's yucky, don't worry about it. We'll clean it. This is a top, okay, for the crucible. So it goes like this. Right now, I need you to have all the equipment. When you start working in the lab, then we can figure out a little bit more if it is correct size or not, okay? But at this point, you just need to make sure you have everything. So right now, I can see we are missing a crucible, so we'll fix one, okay? Because you need two crucibles and two tops. So we have the two tops, but only one crucible. All right, then you need a crucible tong. So here are the crucible tongs, and you're going to be lifting the crucible with this, and here it goes. That's how you do it. You can do it like this, or you can also do it like this, which is not recommended because sometimes it falls out, okay? But in any case, so that's a crucible holder. You have a crucible, so you need the holder too. All right, the next one is Erlenmeyer flasks. Erlenmeyer, of course, named by Dr. Erlenmeyer, and that's his flask. It's also called a conical flask, but there it is. Okay, so you'll have two of these. You need an evaporating dish, which kind of looks like a bowl. So that's that. If it's very dirty, we can exchange it, but if it's clean and good, then it's all fine. You need a funnel. Funnel is just like a funnel you would have in your kitchen also. So that's the funnel. You need a glass rod, and this is a glass rod. It's for stirring, of course, you know, so here's this one. If it is something is broken, you let me know. We can exchange it, or we can throw the broken one out and I can give you another one, so that's not a problem. Graduated cylinders, you're going to have 3 grad cylinders. So this is a graduated cylinder, and you'll have 2 glass ones and a plastic one. So that's another glass one for 10 milliliters, and then you'll have 1 plastic one for 50 milliliters. If you're wondering what's the big mystery, there is none. One is just plastic, that's all. Okay, and then you need a scoopula. A scoopula is used for weighing out solids. So when you go to the balance to weigh out stuff, you're going to be needing this. So this is a scoopula. And then you need test tube. Test tubes are, of course, something like this. This is probably one of the most visible chemistry thing that you can think of, right? So a test tube, so you'll have 12 of these. Again, if these are dirty, we can exchange them, but otherwise it's fine. Okay, not to worry too much about these things. Only thing I worry about is broken. Okay, if something is broken, then we need to fix that or to exchange it. Then you need a test tube holder. So just want to mention to you, because I was holding this, this is not a test tube holder. This is a wooden block. This is a test tube holder. Okay, so the test tube holder is like this, so you squeeze it. Okay, it's kind of like a salad tong thing. Boom, here we go. All right, so that's a test tube holder. And then you need a thermometer, so here's your thermometer. If you have this little adapter thing on there, don't worry about it. If you don't have it, it's okay. If you have it, it's fine. Okay, this is your thermometer. Your thermometer goes from about minus, I don't know, 5, is it 20 to about 120 or so. And that's enough for us because all we'll be doing is boiling water in this lab if we need to do that. Main thing you want to watch in your thermometer before we use it is that the thread is all aligned. Okay, so there should be no brokenness in the thread, because if it's broken, that means there's lacking continuity and we need to replace that. Other than that, it'll be fine. The other thing I want to mention about the thermometer is that thermometers now are alcohol thermometers. They're not mercury thermometers. So even if you break the thermometer, it's not such a huge deal. We don't have to worry about this, checking the spill or anything like that. We need to clean it up, but it's not mercury. Okay, so it's not toxic, and that's a good safety part about the thermometer. Okay, so you will have this red bulb in there. If you have one with the blue bulb, you don't need that. Okay, you need the one with the red one. The blue one goes higher and you don't need that actually. So this is fine. So again, just make sure your thread is all connected. Okay, so that's your thermometer. You have a thermometer holder. Okay, coming back again. So here's the thermometer holder. So I said just now a minute ago that if you have it, it's good. If you don't have it, it's good. Well, obviously then it's, if you don't have it, you need it. Okay, so let me know. All right, that's the thermometer holder. Then you need a watch glass. The watch glass is like a plate, small plate. So you need that. That's a watch glass. You need a wire gauze. The wire gauze looks like this. It's pretty crappy sometimes, and it just sheds metal, but that's okay. You know, what do? You're working in a chem lab. So this is that. And then the last thing you have in there is a wooden block, okay, which is like this. So make sure you watch this video to know your glassware. Usually everything is self-explanatory. There are some things that might be a little off, but otherwise that's your glassware that you should have. Again, make sure nothing is broken, and if something is dirty, you tell me. Okay? Alrighty, thank you.